That wraps it up for Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11. Friday Night Football with Paul Shaheen starts right now. We kick it off with McCallie fans.
You're watching Channel 3 and Friday Night Football starts now! Let's go!
From Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports, this is Friday Night Football with Paul Shaheen, Jill Jelnick, Sammy Kincaid, and Greg Glover. Friday Night Football, brought to you by Food City, value every day. And Chattanooga Area Schools Federal Credit Union, where it pays to be a member. Proud sponsors of high school football. Friday Night Football.
Welcome back and welcome into another award-winning episode of Friday Night Football. We have reached that point early in the season where the region standings are starting to take shape, and we are loaded with region action. No more wasting time. You know what comes first. Hit it.
It's time for the Channel 3 Friday Night Football Game of the Week, brought to you by EPB.
It's a matchup so heated that for the sake of humanity, Cleveland and Bradley Central took 10 years off to cool off. Lucky for us, that was in the 90s. Since then, they have clashed every single season. Tonight marked a 17th straight consecutive meeting. Our Jill Jelnick is standing by. Jill, I see the lights are on at the stadium. That is great news considering the circumstances.
Yeah, Paul, actually, you can tell by the number of fans still celebrating behind me. The game got done not too long ago. And really, it seems like every time Cleveland and Bradley Central go head-to-head, there's always a little drama involved, whether it's the bad blood between them over the years or the game coming down to the final minutes. It seems like these two teams never disappoint us on the game of the week. And well, that was the case once again tonight. It was standing room only in the Bears' den Friday night. Bradley Central looking to make it 3-0 against their crosstown rival, while Cleveland was looking for revenge. The Blue Raiders got off to a fast start. Keegan Jones breaks free down the sideline before getting pushed out at the 20. Quarterback Kelly Kaywood then takes care of the rest. Blue Raiders take a 7-0 lead. Bears answer shortly after, though. The handoff to senior Nick Howell, who blows by his defender. Bradley ties it up 7-7. As if there wasn't enough drama to start, the lights shut out for the second time, delaying the game for a half hour. Finally, when they turned back on, Bradley Central picked right back up. Quarterback Dylan Stanifer with a 17-yard pass to Sailor Clark in the end zone. Bears on top 14-7. Then, right before the end of the half, Stanifer finishes the 9-play 57-yard drive with a touchdown of his own. Bradley Central led 21-7 at halftime, but that's when the Blue Raiders start their comeback. Kaywood with a bullet to Michaelius Elder, cutting the lead 21-14. Then after a Bradley Central turnover, Cleveland capitalizes as Kaywood fakes the handoff and takes it all the way in for the touchdown. Cleveland ties it up 21-21 at the start of the fourth quarter. It wasn't till the final 1 minute, 16 seconds left in the game that UTC commit Lamerick Tucker came up huge for Bradley Central with a 7-yard touchdown, winning the game for Bradley Central 27-21 over Cleveland. And Paul, he was relatively quiet before that final touchdown, only 9 total yards on the night, but he had that final drive that mattered the most. With the win, Bradley Central now moves to 2-0 in conference play. A not bad game of the week. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, maybe one of our best ones yet. Thanks so much, Jill. Glad they got the lights back on and that game ended before our show started. It was close. Region play is often running elsewhere. It may be early, but someone in Region 3 2A was about to take the driver's seat for years. It's been Marion County. Wayne Turner and the Tyler Rams are trying to shake things up on the road. Marion down 14-7. Quarterback Isaiah Sampson changing that for the Warriors. On the keeper, he's in 12-yard score, 14-14. Marion trailed 16-14 after a Tyner safety. The Warriors step up on defense. A great play on the ball, intercepted by Nick Capps, but Tyner would hold that lead late, 37-28. Big win for the Tyner Rams. Notre Dame and Boyd Buchanan now opening drive for Notre Dame. Landon Allen, a quick hitter to Cameron Wynn. UT commit diving in 7-0. Still first quarter. It's Landon Allen again, this time on the ground. He'll do it himself. Right up the gut into the teeth of the Buccaneer defense. 25-yard score. The Irish lead 14-0. Final minute of the first quarter. The Irish flexing on defense. Senior Colby McGowan makes a great break on the ball to intercept it. Notre Dame led then. They led by a lot late. 54-7, your final score. Whitwell hosting Lookout Mountain. Homecoming night in Whitwell. The Tigers get to running wild. It's John King with 6 points from 25 yards out. Whitwell up 36-6 at that point. Other end, let's throw some love the way of Lookout Mountain's special teams. They light up the scoreboard on this punt return of all plays. It's Joshua Ibeck on the return. He'll bounce right, break a tackle here, find a seam, hit the sideline, and he is off and running. That, though, was Lookout Mountain's lone score. Whitwell by a boatload, 56-6 your final score. Let's hit the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Sweetwater takes care of Brainerd at Brainerd. Chattanooga Christian wins at CAK. Copper Basin takes care of Sale Creek 7-0. Grace Baptist drops 60 on Concord Christian. They win. DeKalb County 27-7 over Grundy. Hickson dropped on Homecoming by Sequoia 27-7. Howard loses to Anderson County. They're unbeaten, Anderson County in region play. McMinn County goes down to Heritage 35-28 your final there. Meigs County takes care of Rockwood 48-27. Ooltewah beats Williams Blunt 42-0. Tellico Plains loses at Polk County. Nice win for Polk County. Lenoir City dropped by Ray County 21-14. Nice win for Ray County as well. Hey, who got nailed? What do you say? We find out.
You got nailed. Covered by Warren and Griffin. 265 Hurt.
From the Ensworth-McCauley game, a gang of Blue Tornado players just hammered Ensworth quarterback Jalen King. Tempers flare after they would calm down. Chad Marsh will lead the charge. That is You Got Nailed. And that was just first down. We intend to keep the chains moving, as we do every week. More region action is ahead. Red Bank and McMinn Central in a big one. Both McCauley and Baylor are home tonight. We'll dip into Georgia. And as always, bands, fans, and cheerleaders when Friday Night Football returns.
Cheer on with Channel 3's Cheerleaders of the Week.
Go, let's go! Let's go! Cleveland! We are 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 Cleveland!
We certainly are. Hey, another early region driver's seat up for grabs in this one. We're talking Red Bank in search of a second straight Region 3A title. They roll into tonight having won 2 straight, outscoring Central and Signal 68-24. The Lions were on the road at McMinn Central. Early first quarter, Lions up 3, adding on. This is Calvin Jackson doing it himself from 3 yards out. Red Bank up 10-0. Second quarter action now. More ground attack from Red Bank has McMinn Central on its heels. Zay Brown punching it in. Another goal line score, 17-0. Zay Brown would get a chance now to stretch out those legs. Speed kills Buddy. 70-yard score, 24-0. Red Bank rolls 45-7. Ensworth at McCauley. A lot of early points in this one. McCauley down 7 and Xavier Brooks about to even it up. Xavier Brooks evening it up. Let's call it 70 yards and a lot of speed. 7-7, still early. Big Blue back down 7, 14-7. They'll even it up again. Guess who? The toss goes to Brooks. Xavier Brooks, the boy can move. Brooks racing his way in from 40 out. Make it 14-14. Other end, Ensworth jumps in front again. A little trickery here. The reverse goes to Wesley Walker. Had almost everyone fooled. He gone 60 yards, make it 20-14. Fear not, though. Here comes Big Blue. Blown coverage. D'Angelo Hardy spotted it up top to Rico Dozier. McCauley led 21-20 at the break. That's a big win for McCauley. 28-20. A lot of defense in that second half. Baylor trying to get it together after a 1-3 start to the season. The Red Raiders hosting region foe Pope John Paul II. Tennessee commit Brendan Harris setting the tone early. Ripping off the mirrors, no need for him when you're that quick. A 58-yard score, making it look easy, 7-0. Ensuing Baylor drive, they go to the air. Lorenzo White in stride to a wide-open Jalen Baker, 14-0. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, let's make it 3. Why not? White pulls it. He'll take it himself. He's in from 12 out. Baylor up 21-0 in complete control. Baylor back on track. 42-14 your final over PJP. Back to the scoreboard we go. Tellico Plains down by Polk County. We had that one last time, so we're moving on. Loudon takes care of Signal 24-13. Soddy Daisy loses by 1 to Knox Catholic. Oh my, what a game that is. Calhoun takes care of Cahola Creek in Georgia. Easily 62-6. Chattooga in overtime goes down by 1 to Coosa. Dade County 28-21 in overtime as well over Model. Dalton blanks Sprayberry 41-0. Gordon Central blanked by Pepperell on the road. Gordon Lee falls on the road to Darlington 50-17. Sonoraville 38-10 over LFO. And Murray County falls to Bremen 31-10. One more in Georgia, 47-42. Ringgold takes care of Adairsville. Nice win for the Tigers. Standing room only, 10,000 plus, 70 yards separating the 2 stands. Only 3 miles separate the 2 schools. All the fixings required for a top-notch Fan Cam with Sammy Kincaid at Bradley Central.
Fan Cam, sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Pick up a nugget tray for your next party or event.
It is another week of Fan Cam, and I'm starting out on the visitor side this time, and I have with me
Preston Moore, Jay Smullen,
and
Coy Trotter.
And I just want to know, you're spelling out Trump the Bears. Why did you choose the patriotic theme for this week?
Well, we picked USA. When we decided the theme, it was on 9/11. Everyone was feeling patriotic, so we decided to go with USA.
I like it a lot. Congrats, y'all are the fans of the games. There's gift cards inside of here, so enjoy, you guys.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
Can I get a cheer now?
Yes.
Let's go. I've switched sides, and I don't know if you recognize these guys next to me. They were in the background a couple weeks ago. I have with me
Zach DeCola.
And
Cam Brown.
And I want to say, I have never heard it get as loud as it has been over here.
That's just Bradley for you. We keep it loud. We keep everybody pumped up, and it's just a good time.
I want to say congrats. You're a fan of the game, but can I see you get everyone as loud as I saw you just a second ago?
Everybody, let's get loud!
So don't forget to vote for that game of the week. So next week, that could be you winning that Chick-fil-A. Channel 3, Eyewitness Sports, Sammy Kincaid.
Greg Glover strikes up Channel 3's Band of the Week, brought to you by Music Instruction Studio, molding tomorrow's musicians.
I may be beside the littlest drum major of the year with the Mace of Power. Tell me your name.
Kingston Daniels.
Kingston. What's your name?
Gabriel Sandoval.
I can't wait for the people to hear Brainerd High School, and we thank you guys for being our Band of the Week.
Shout out to Brainerd and the littlest drum major around. Love that. Past Harrison Bay we go now. There's a growing theme with the Central Pounders. When they win, they average 47 points a game. When they lose, just 23 points a game. Offense seems to be the key for Central, and they intended to let East Hamilton know all about it in Region 2 4A play. But first, Central made a little noise on defense. That's a blocked punt recovered in the end zone. Central up 21-7. The Canes march right down the field. Price hooks up with Sam Randolph, diving catch in the end zone, but wait, the ref says no, he was out of bounds. That's a tough and maybe a wrong call. Results in no points. Late second quarter, Central running back Michael McGee adds on to a city-leading touchdown total. Central cruises 53-14. Again, points equal wins for Central. In Georgia now, Southeast Whitfield at Christian Heritage. The Raiders get it going on the ground. Christian Gillespie breaking all sorts of tackles and egos on his way to a 35-yard score, 7-0. More Southeast, Porter Johnson this time airing it out. Kid's got an arm. Oscar Gonzalez runs it down, and it goes for 95 yards and the score. Christian Heritage would get on the board. Zach Gentry bouncing far side. He'd sneak in. Barely see it there, down 14-7, but the Raiders were too much. Gillespie again, 10-yard score. The Raiders roll 49-10 to the scoreboard one final time tonight. In Georgia still, North Murray over Haralson County. Tryon takes down Bowden 42-12. Ider, Alabama loses at Sand Rock. Madison County, Alabama takes care of North Jackson, Alabama. North Sand Mountain, Alabama over Brindley Mountain on the road. Pisgah blanked by Plainview. Scottsboro blanks Douglas 35-0. Murphy in North Carolina 48. Bagel over Gilmer. Hayesville taken care of by Mountain Heritage rather. Fountain County in Georgia takes care of Andrews, North Carolina 26-0. And that is that. Here is this. Ridgeland at Northwest Whitfield, Hickson at Red Bank. Vote for next week's game of the week. You can already vote online. Do so by Tuesday at least. Winner announced Tuesday at 11. And quickly, a shout out to my buddy, Zachary Landreth. He was named Homecoming Prince at Hickson High School tonight with his friend Heather, who was named Homecoming Princess. Zach is a big-time fan of Channel 3 and Channel 3 Sports. Zach, good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hey, within minutes, all of tonight's highlights and scores will be online and inside our app. Thanks to everyone behind the scenes for helping piece another one together. We'll fire it all back up in 7 days and do it again. Until then, be safe, be cool, enjoy the weekend.
Friday Night Football is brought to you by Food City and Chattanooga Area Schools Federal Credit Union. We thank the Chattanooga area Chick-fil-A's for feeding our Friday Night Football team. Call them to order party platters for your next tailgate.